Imagine a game that takes a little bit of Silent Hill, a little bit of Resident Evil, and a lot of Dead Space, and just puts it all together. That gives you Cronos: The New Dawn, a third-person survival horror where you play as a traveler following orders from the collective while attempting to survive in this post-apocalyptic world overrun by these mutated monsters referred to as orphans. This is the newest IP from Blooper Team, a dev studio well known for their atmospheric psychological horrors. They actually have such a good reputation that they landed the rights to make the 2024 Silent Hill 2 remake from Konami. And after absolutely nailing that project, all eyes have been on them to see what they do next, and despite the pressure and high expectations, they did not disappoint with this new title. And as someone who's been following this game for a while now, I knew when it released, I wanted to be one of the first people to get its platinum trophy. To earn the platinum for Cronos: The New Dawn, there are 48 trophies you'll need to unlock, requires at least 2 playthroughs, and takes roughly 20 to 30 hours to complete. There aren't any guides on the game at the moment, but it is widely known to be difficult from reviewers and casual gamers, although personally I don't think it was much more difficult than any Resident Evil game, but thought it was worth mentioning if you struggle with loot management, then you might struggle with this a bit, but overall I give the platinum experience a 4 out of 10 difficulty. And before we go any further, I have to let you know that I'm going to spoil the story for this game in this video. Like, I'm going to do everything in my power to deep dive into the lore so that we all understand what the hell is happening, because this is the type of game that has you sitting there scratching your head after you finish, still sort of confused. With that being said, the game opens with you, Traveler ND3576, gaining consciousness with the directive to locate your fallen predecessor. Stepping out of the Rev capsule and into the world, the trophy Welcome to the Vocation unlocks, and we begin our mission. As we explore this barren, soulless world, we gather supplies and prepare to defend ourselves against the many lethal threats lurking in the shadows. We use some of the resources we've collected to craft ammo, unlocking the Resources Are Scarce trophy, and this is an ongoing phrase we read on the walls and in notes as we progress through an abandoned building, searching for a fuse to power a nearby generator. But once we come across it, the dangers of this world quickly make themselves apparent. Oh, it hit me already. Get the knees, get the knees. Oh, wait, melee. Oh my God, I'm spamming it. That was my first encounter. After dying in our literal first interaction with an orphan, we're more careful the second time around and pass through to power up the generator and collect torch fuel, which we use to burn biomass, blocking our path, giving us another trophy. Torch fuel is also used to burn bodies of fallen orphans, which is a key part in surviving in this world. Otherwise, rogue orphans will attempt to merge together, creating an even bigger threat. Are you shelling up to merge? Hell no. Hell no. Stop that. Yo, I love this game. It's at this point ND3500 is finally within sight, but before we can get to the body, we first must manipulate a time oddity to create a path forward. Using an emitter, we do so, which pops space-time oddity before crossing over and unlocking Such Is Our Calling for reaching the Traveler. We acquire our predecessor's anchor and download their travel log, which sets us on a new mission from the collective to locate and extract the target, Edward Wisniewski. We begin our journey to the set coordinates, which have us going to the Sector D3 housing projects to find the dive point. On our way, we continue to encounter hostile orphans that attempt to merge with us every chance they get. With 2 sprinters rushing in my direction, I hit a fully charged sword shot, colliding them both and killing them in one shot, giving us the Efficiency Discipline trophy. Afterwards, we find a new weapon, the Hammer Pro V2030 shotgun. But despite this new firepower, we still need to attempt to save ammo every opportunity we get. So when I come across an orphan attempting to play dead, I immediately start to swing on it, unlocking Raging Bull for defeating an enemy with only melee attacks. We continue through the housing projects an inch closer to the dive point, but with it right around the corner, we encounter a new type of enemy for the first time. Gosh, conflict. How much conflict? Nah, I'm fighting this guy? Come on, bro. Oh, damn, it hit me with that final attack. All right, this is our first boss fight. I tried to burn it, and I can't. Oh! How are you doing that? Okay, it doesn't do that much damage. I don't have any heals. Oh! Uh-oh. High risk play. Where is it? It's like sending stuff at me. What? Dog, where are you teleporting at? Burn. Burn. Oh, it's going to a different phase. I've got 8 shots left here. Couple of shotgun shells to work with. Ah, another barrel. Exposed. I don't know if I shot its head to begin with. There we go. Suppressed recomposition. After surviving the encounter, we arrive at the time rift and use our anchor to execute a dive back to Poland 1981, giving us the trophy Temporal Destination Reached. This lands us in Edward's apartment, where after what feels like a side effect of our first jump, we hear a woman knocking on the door asking Edward to open up. While this event at the moment seems extremely insignificant, I want you all to keep this in the back of your minds for now because we'll be revisiting it later. For now, we search around for any clues as to where Edward would be located and find a safe code on the back of a photo of his friend Angela. After using it to open the safe, we read a note revealing his plan to bunker down at the local shelter. So like the good little soldier we are, we set coordinates for the shelter and begin our hunt. On our way out of the housing project, a blind mysterious lady cracks open her door and begins to call for Edward. In an attempt to learn more about our target, we interact with her and learn that Edward had taken her daughter, who we can only assume to be Angela. She goes on to say that she's worried about her going with him because he's lost his mind, spewing all sorts of nonsense about experiments, death, and the end of the world. We take that information with caution and proceed forward. Eventually, we arrive at the shelter and surely enough find the two there, but when Edward sees us, he begins to rant about how he was right about everything. He goes off about how we were real and tells Angela that we were sent from the government. Angela, who was already on edge about everything, is triggered by him going on about all of this again and decides to leave. We let her go, knowing she does not matter because we had come for our target, Edward. With the two of us alone, we begin the extraction process and acquire his essence. This brings us back to the future, where we make our way to the central square where the terminal is located. It's here we begin the ascendance sequence for the first time to upload Edward's essence into the collective. During the process, we speak to him for a few minutes and learn that he believes the change, the plague that had started the apocalypse, wasn't a natural evolutionary step like the collective had hinted at, but was instead something created through government interference and experimentation at the steelworks factory. We ask why he would think such a weird thing, to which he replies that his friend Artur Barica had expressed to him the weird things he was experiencing while working there. But before he was able to elaborate, something goes wrong with the Ascendants and we wake up in an apartment near the terminal filled with cats. Now, just for quick context, in the game we have a few collectible items that we'll need to find, all for different trophies, these being travel logs, comic books, and the cats. Well, after we find a cat in the world, we'd pet it and they'd teleport away, dropping some kind of helpful item in the process. Turns out whenever they teleport away, they actually teleport to the apartment here in the terminal. And the reason these cats do this is never actually explained outside of essentially the fact that they're just cats and they do what they want. And to be honest, I think the dev team just really likes cats and wanted to include them in the game. Like, there's even a whole section of dialogue where we're asking about the cats and it just kind of boils down to cats are cool. Anyway, we walk out of the apartment and back to the terminal to investigate what happened during the ascendant sequence when we meet the warden. He says that we were almost fried, but luckily he was able to intervene before any serious damage was caused. He goes on to explain that the vocation, our mission, is forever, but the tools we use are not, so his job is to take care of them. But it's been a long time since a new traveler had been awoken, so much so that he wasn't sure if the collective would ever wake another. He ensures the essence we collected was safe and says he'll get the terminal up and running before our new target is selected, Artur Barica, the man Edward had just spoken to us about. We express this information to the warden, who is amazed to hear that we communicated with the essence. Understanding that we wish to explore this further, he tells us that the safest way to our next dive point at the steelwork factory would be by the old tram. The only issue would be that we needed to power it on. Although doing so would be dangerous, we agree, as such is our calling, and begin our journey through Station A of the system. As expected, we fight through waves of orphans as we power up the tram and come across an upgrade module for our switchblade that allows us to now identify how much health an enemy has. This new tool becomes especially useful in locating a new new type of orphan we begin to encounter, engulfed by biomass. Once the power's been restored, we take the tram to the steelworks, unlocking the public transport trophy. Before we disembark, we investigate what appears to be another fallen traveler whose essence still lies within. We decide to acquire it, which pops to bring them back for transferring essence from a fallen traveler, and continue our way to the dive point on foot. On our way, I headshot my 25th orphan to unlock better than one, burn the body of my 25th for don't let them merge, set 5 enemies on fire with a single torch burst for fire spreading, and come across an opportunity to earn the Anvil of the Collective for defeating 4 enemies with a single shotgun shot. Make them all hate us. Ah, that'll do it. That'll do it. Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. Ah! I made that kill. Anvil of the Collected. Damn, we killed like 6 with 2 shots. Through exploring the steelworks, we learned that the dive point is located at an area inaccessible on foot. Luckily, we were able to find gravity boots in the area, and after executing our first jump with them, earn counter-gravity traversal. We make it to the dive point and jump back in time, where we listen to tapes scattered around what appears to be a holding cell. We hear a woman and a traveler speaking to each other and learn that the woman is a doctor who seems to be questioning the motives behind the traveler's presence. He speaks slow and cryptically, not giving any real information as to what his mission is. When asked if he was there to save or harm people, he isn't able to utter a simple yes or no, but instead answers, "I too would like to learn that." We continue to listen to the tapes as we progress through the factory, learning small bits and pieces about the outbreak and the captive traveler, when eventually we run into a woman named Veronica, the doctor from the tapes. After telling us that she's alone, her walkie goes off and we hear Arthur speaking to her from the foreman's office. We give Veronica the chance to reply and say everything is fine, but she uses that chance to warn Arthur that we're here before throwing down a gas tank and bolting. Before we have a chance to stop her, the essence of Edward somehow stuns us, saying no, not her. We temporarily freeze up, allowing her to escape. Once we regain control, we quickly move forward, having the knowledge of our target's whereabouts. On our way, we find a utility room, which are these safe rooms where you can save, store items in the stash, upgrade your equipment, and buy or sell items. We use this moment to sell our 15th valuable item before dropping down and becoming face to face with the terror that haunts the steelworks. Oh my god, it is a human centipede. What the die. Stun it. Fully charged shotgun blast. Come on. Caught it on fire again. Nah, this thing still has full HP. Yo, what? What was that attack? What did you just do, brother? Grab that ammo, grab that ammo. Come on. Send it. It's finally down to yellow HP. Oh my god. Back it up. Ow. All right, pop a stim real fast. Oh, here we go. We got some more handgun ammo. We got more barrels. Pop. Yo, what is that attack? I can pop another heal, right? I don't have any more heals on me. Lovely. Got a shot. Yeah, that hurt. That hurt. We're getting a little weak here. How much health does this thing have? It's red too. You know what? We just gotta send it. I have some shotgun shells. Ah! One more blast in the belly. Bang! Bang! Come on! No! Help. Critical. It's so red though. I just don't know if it's actually taking any damage. I have 1 shotgun blast left. Oh, I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. This is all or nothing. Ah, dude, I got caught in a dead end. No HP, 1 shot. With the abomination down, we walk through the doors of the office to find our target Arthur and his brother Gabriel, who is in the final stages of becoming an orphan due to the change. Arthur, waving a weapon around, threatens to kill himself if we don't save Gabriel. This is where we're prompted to make a decision. Thinking that Arthur would shoot himself if I didn't comply, I decided to save Gabriel by extracting his essence before the change fully converts him. Doing this means we won't acquire Arthur's essence in this playthrough, but we do acquire a trophy for extracting one of the brothers. As before, we return to the terminal to start the Ascendant sequence to find it completely offline. We search for the warden for a status update, only to find him playing a piano in a bar surrounded by relics of humanity. After a strange conversation with him, he lets us know that he had to power down the terminal while he rewired it and points us in the direction of the switchgear to turn it back on. We power it up, and when we return, he informs us that the terminal is safe for use, but still not fully operational. That news is good enough for us, and we use it in attempts to speak with Gabriel's essence further. In doing so, a seed of doubt is planted in our mind about the collective and our vocation. Gabriel speaks about the catastrophe, blaming the traveler who had appeared before the change begun for its cause. He had seen the military dragging the traveler away at the same time an explosion at the steelworks factory had happened that led to the first exposure of the change. And after eyewitnessing these two events together, he could only assume the traveler was the reason behind the change's origin. We ask more about what happened to the traveler after they were captured by the military, to which Gabriel explains a man named Dr. Zibbert had begun conducting research on them. Once again, the Ascendant sequence fails and we're pulled out. Regardless, the terminal presents Dr. DeWitt Zibbert as our new target located at the hospital. The warden warns that a lot of our predecessors had fallen there before powering the sector. We acquire the Javelin LK-102 carbine and reach the dive point. Once we take it, we arrive at the hospital and hear a familiar voice calling for help from the elevator shaft. Tuning into the walkie's frequency, we have a conversation with Veronica and learn that she had worked closely with Dr. Zibbert and agrees to tell us everything about the steelworks, the outbreak, and the other travelers so long as we get her out of the trapped elevator. After examining the situation, it appears an excess amount of biomass had built up in order to form a nearby nest. With how thick the blockage is and how fast it regenerates, burning through the buildup isn't an option, so Veronica sets us on a mission to collect 3 specific formulas to create a toxin they were working on in the lab. This part of the game I really enjoyed. It was giving some major Resident Evil 2 Umbrella Laboratory vibes as we progressed through collecting all of the vials. There was even a hidden room to unlock by placing a chalice and vasculum that you could find throughout the hospital on an altar that opened a secret compartment with a key. And by doing this, we collect a new powerful double-barrel shotgun that hits harder than any other weapon in the game. With it and the toxin now acquired, we inject the heart of the nest, deteriorating the biomass to set Veronica free. Once we return to the elevator, it's gone, so we jump down to find her, but instead find a new type of evil lurking in the shadows. Oh, what are you? Oh, it's quick. Oh, come on, turn the corner. Pop. All right, barrel stuff. I think that took that leg down, so we just rinse and repeat that strategy here. That thing's not good around corners, so we just set it ablaze. Oh, no. It's too dark. Does that look exposed? I feel like it does. I didn't kill it. Ow. That's our only heal too. All right, where are you, big guy? Pop. New shotgun. Hell yeah, back it up. I'm gonna need some shotgun rounds here. We're doing mad damage though, at least, right? Shotgun shells and torch fuel. Yeah, don't mind if I do. I'm going on the aggressive right now. Ah. I'm about to do it again. Say I won't. Ah. Come on now. Wait, what the fuck? Oh no. Dang. Come on, we set it off, but where's its weak zones? It doesn't have any weak zones right now, boys. Oh my god, it's spitting. Whoa. Chill. What is that? Is it teleporting? I bet it is. Where is this thing? Oh, found it. That hits. This thing's got to be weak, right? Oh, yeah, it's so weak. It's dead. It is dead. Bro, I love the new shotgun. Oh shit, it's got a second life. That explains why we didn't get a trophy for that. Oh, I made it angry. Oh. Good to go. Come on, charge it. One more. This thing's really got 2 phases, and I just burned through all of my shotgun ammo. We need to find another crate right here, right now. Come on with that ammo. What do we get? Just more carbine cartridges. Loki, where you at? I'm about to hit it with the melee. Smash the barrel. Oh, it's down. Just like that. After surviving the monster, we finally find Veronica unharmed, but in disbelief that Dr. Zibbert had been consumed by the change. She shouts at him in anger, exclaiming how he was supposed to bring him here because this was the safest place. We sympathize with her for a moment before inquiring about the information she has, the first question being about the source of the outbreak and if it was indeed the traveler who had started it. She quickly rejects that statement, saying the Pathfinder would rather die before harming anyone. We learn that that's what the traveler called themselves, and the reason that Veronica is trying to find the Pathfinder is to protect them as a way to return the favor of sparing her life the day they had originally arrived. According to her, she was the Pathfinder's next target, but they had decided not to extract her and to rebel against the collective, deeming their work more harmful than good. Feeling the need to learn more and make sense out of everything, we begin to approach Dr. Zibbert for extraction. Veronica is hesitant of this at first, but ultimately decides not to intervene, seeing the state Dr. Zibbert is in. We extract him, unlocking for good and for ill, before once again returning to the future. Running back to the terminal as fast as possible, the stress of carrying too many unprocessed essences begins to cause hallucinations, during which a phone call between Zibbert and a woman named Eliza can be heard, where he asks her to hide something for him despite the two of them not being on the best of terms. Our hallucinations come to an end with Veronica once again saying the Pathfinder would rather die than harm us. We stumble to the terminal, calling for the warden and attempting to explain what we had learned before shutting down. We wake up in the warden's workshop to him explaining that he was only able to temporarily silence the voices. He continues to go on about how the phylactery, although great for keeping essence safe, is not a permanent home for them. Because of how long we've stored the collective essences, they now have become an integral part of our system, and any attempt to release them without the terminal would cause our whole being to collapse. The problem here, of course, being that the terminal still needs more repairs before it's fully operational. Still wanting to learn more about the Pathfinder, we attempt to communicate with Zibbert for the few minutes the ascendance sequence is stable before it inevitably fails. However, once we boot it up, we find ourselves face to face with Angela, who immediately recognizes us from our initial interaction. This confirms that we're actually speaking with Angela, and although the game never explicitly explains why this is happening, according to the notes we find in the area, Angela went looking for her mother at the hospital after leaving the shelter and was most likely part of the merged group we attempted to extract Zibbert from. This becomes even more evident when she begins to describe her last memory as searching the hospital for her mother before cutting herself off, saying she was searching for a cure. We explain to her that we believe she possesses the memories of Dr. Zibbert, to which she responds, "Oh yes, he's in here with us." We express that it's crucial for us to speak with him, which leads Angela to allow Zibbert to speak through her. Although he's hysterical, we managed to learn that he had sent the Pathfinder to his daughter for protection in the Abbey on the outskirts. Knowing our time is running short with him, we ask one more question. Did the travelers bring the change to the world? To which he responds, "I think it was always here, waiting." We flash back into reality and find that our next target is none other than Mother Eliza Zibbert, Dr. Zibbert's daughter. With the terminal seeming to always pick the perfect target for us to continue our investigation, we once again update the warden, who instructs us to power up a second tram that would take us to where we need to go. He hands us a conductor before sharing what he himself had learned about the Pathfinder. He explains that the Pathfinders created the rifts for the travelers to use with great powerful relics, and if he were able to harness just a portion of that power, he could rebuild everything, even the two of them. We ask if he could rebuild the terminal, to which he says yes, he could fix the terminal and remove the essences that are haunting us to set us free. With that, we set out on our journey to the outskirts, using the conductor for the first time to power the gate to Station B, unlocking a trophy, and just like with Station A, we need to repower the tram. While exploring around the station, we access a hidden room where we find the most powerful weapon in the game, the Arbalest MT-1020 rocket launcher. And not too long after, the opportunity presents itself for us to test this new toy against the terror of Station B. You're big. And you're right by a barrel. Oh, it didn't work. That one works. All right, let's shotgun it. Take down one phase, and then what we're gonna do is back up for a second while it charges up and spits a whole bunch of stuff at me, and then we're gonna torch it, back up here, and for the first time use our grenade launcher. Come on. Hey, I dropped it down to like 50 HP. Oh, it's charging. It's charging. Oh my god, that was convenient. That'll kill it. Hit like a train. Dude, we kind of cruised through that fight, man. That grenade launcher did a mad damage. We make quick work of the monster and successfully power up the tram. From here, we craft our last item needed for a trophy for fabricating all items in the game before riding out to the Abbey. Upon arriving, as imagined, we're greeted with loads of orphans, which is a great opportunity to get our final combat-related trophy for defeating 5 enemies with a single arbalest shot. Oh, here we go. There's 5. There's 5. There's 5. I just need them all together. So I have this. Perfect. Trophy. Trophy. Here we go. The Annihilator. God, that killed like 7 of them. We spend the rest of our time collecting items to solve the Abbey church door puzzle, and once we're through, we're not greeted by our dive point as expected, but instead the monstrous Mother Eliza, who had succumbed to the change in a unique way. Due to her strong will and intellect, she had remained conscious, albeit insane, as essentially the central processing unit for the surrounding infected individuals. Below her laid the body of the Pathfinder, who she was unwilling to let go with us, which means we have to take it by force. Eliza sends waves of orphans our way as we slowly break down her cores until only 1 remains. With a powerful blast from our arbalest, she goes down, popping the sacrifice of the flesh, and we approach the Pathfinder's body. Wiping away the dust, we're shocked to see that the Warden's identification number is on the Pathfinder's suit. We access the Pathfinder's travel logs and surely enough confirm that Veronica Kaminsky was their last target. There's also a voice message left behind by the Pathfinder explaining why he no longer believed in the collective's vocation, how humanity is perfect in their own imperfection, and how he no longer wishes to extract them to be cogs in the collective's machine. After being inspired by Veronica's ability to find the good in him from their time together, he vows to stop the vocation for good, allowing humanity to be themselves, meaning no more extractions and no more awakenings. The recording ends and we finally understand that the motive behind the Pathfinder's defection was simply to protect people and above all, protect Veronica. We take a moment to process everything before picking up the Pathfinder's body and bringing it back to the tram. Once we arrive at the terminal, we see bodies of the infected all around and search for the Warden to confront him about the truth when the system welcomes back the Pathfinder and opens up a new door that had previously been locked. The Warden is nowhere to be found, so we set down the body of the Pathfinder and explore the room. We find another locked door marked Lazarus and a key to the underground police station. We make our way over to the station and on the way start to hallucinate once again, but this time see only Veronica, which doesn't make any sense as we never collected her essence. We use the key and listen to tapes recorded by the Warden as we explore the area. Finding a secret room, we enter and are shocked to see travelers' lifeless bodies scattered across multiple cells. Among the group is one with its essence still intact. Now, I hadn't mentioned this yet, but there are 5 fallen travelers to find throughout your journey. Each time one is located, just like the first we had found, you have the option to capture their essence. The decision to acquire the first was an easy one because at the time we had only held Edward's essence in our phylactery. With each essence you hold, you earn a new passive ability. However, you may only hold 3 at a time. And in my first playthrough, I had only wanted to hold on to the essence that the Collected had asked me to acquire. But with there being a trophy tied to eventually collecting all of the fallen travelers' essence, every time I had come across one, I would save, collect their essence, then reboot my save file to keep the essence I had originally collected. And after coming across this traveler, we do just that, unlocking us a trophy for collecting the 5th and final traveler's essence. We reload our save and continue down the rabbit hole to uncover the truth. With our hallucinations rapidly getting worse, we fight off 2 unmerged terrorists before gaining access to a power breaker and linking it to the hidden room and powering the Lazarus door. We approach and it opens, revealing the horrors it was hiding. Inside, we see what is left of Veronica wired up to a bunch of machines. We walk up in shock, muttering, "It is," when Veronica cuts us off, shouting, "You." This sends us in an uncontrollable frenzy, causing us to pull Veronica down, ripping her away from the machine, and also giving us a trophy for uncovering the Warden's secret. The Warden runs into the room as we come to it and he begins to scream at us, calling us a monster for what we had done. With what was left of Veronica now unusable, this is when the mask comes off and everything is revealed. That the Warden is in fact the defected traveler from the past. He begins to rant about how the vocation saves no one and that when he uploaded Veronica's essence to the traveler's behavior core, he thought she would remain the same person, but instead he was left with us. Someone who wanted to serve the collective and be the very thing he once refused to. We ask why he wouldn't just tell us who we were, to which he responds he thought he was giving us the most human gift of all, to free us of our past and allow us to become a new person in this new world. Understanding there's still a chance to try again, he awakes in the body of the Pathfinder and creates a new rift with plans to bring the Veronica of the past into the future, where all of the collective's technology is still fully functional. We follow behind, and after traversing through to the top of the clock tower, find Veronica waiting there. We confront her about the Pathfinder's true intentions, how he doesn't actually care about saving humanity, he only cares about saving her, which will eventually lead to him hurting her. Veronica is quick to say that the Pathfinder warned her about us coming for her. This leads us to explain that we are not a part of the collective, but instead her, revealing her essence has been in us the whole time. The Pathfinder quickly jumps in enraged, knocking us back, saying we are nothing like her. Refusing to stay down, we approach one last time as he transports the two of us away for one final stand.
Well, I don't know exactly how I hurt this man, but okay, let's try with this. Oh, okay, buddy. Come on. What's good? So up close and personal, not the best idea, huh? Oh, I got this. Let's try that. Stuns him. Yeah. There we go. Oh. Do I shoot him? Shit. Might be time. Oh, hey! I only have one more heal after this. Damn. Be quick with the teleports. He's down to half. Oh, the shotgun's so good. We're stacked on the inventory, too. Okay, boom. He's getting low, and we still have our launcher. This might be phase 3 right here. Oh, he's sprinting. Where's you swinging at? Wait, what the hell are you doing? Oh, that looks bad. Oh, my bad. Okay, I see him up top now. I understand now. Wait, I don't have any heals. It's time. Ah! Oh, we're cooking them. I'm out. Well, he went through all my shotgun ammo and all my big shots, so we have the pistol now to work with. Oh, he's down? Oh. Final phase. All right, let's collect the loot. Hopefully there's some shotgun ammo. We're good. Dang. I kind of quick with it. Oh my god. Woo! What's good, Warden? I mean, Pathfinder? I mean, little bitch. I think I just picked up a heal. Yeah. Okay, we got another heal. Damn, be quick. Oh, damn. Owie. It's been your turn, dog. Hurt. Oh, he's angry. He's an angry man. Kill him. Is he dropped? I've got one more charge on this, by the way. Oh, I'm making it count right here, right now. Come on. Ah! Come on. No, damn. Can we find shotgun shells? I feel like one more set of shotgun shells might do it to him. Oh, I'm down to no HP. Oh my god, I had a heal on me. I don't have any more heals. I'm 1 HP. Oh, he got me. Oh, he's doing the thing. It's time, buddy. Say goodnight. Ah! How are you still alive? I know you can't have much health left. I know you can't. Oh, I got him. Connected with that one. Come on. Ah. There might be shotgun shells here. Is he doing the thing? Oh, God. We got 4 shotgun shells. Got 2 shots down. Oh, that was a full charge shot. All right, shotgun. Here we go. He's going to do the rush. I got shotgun shells. I don't see a world where he survives. Yes! Ah!
Get down, Pathfinder! Defeating him gives us a choice. We can shoot the Pathfinder and end it all here, or choose to spare him, giving him a chance to start again. With Veronica begging for him to be spared despite our warnings, and in my opinion, us honestly not having a solid argument not to let them try, I choose to spare him, and the two walk into a rift as the Pathfinder turns back one last time, apologizing for everything. They vanish, and we unlock a flicker of hope for sparing the Pathfinder, as well as Punk's not dead for finishing the game still holding on to Edward's essence. After the credits, we watch the aftermath of our decision as the Pathfinder wakes up with his memories corrupted from the time travel and Veronica showing early signs of being infected by the change. The Pathfinder, refusing to watch Veronica go out like this, decides to extract her essence and effectively restart the entire events of the game all over again. With this obviously not being a great ending, I was curious as to what the other ending would result in, so I replay that final boss fight again, this time choosing to shoot the Pathfinder and set Veronica free of her fate. We open up a rift before vanishing out of existence. Veronica walks through and we unlock I am free for executing the Pathfinder before seeing the results of this choice. Assuming I had gotten the bad ending the first time around, I watch in shock as Veronica is seen stumbling to Edward's home, slamming on the door begging to be let in. He opens up and we once again see Veronica showing early signs of being infected with the change, once again restarting the timeline. What's cool about this ending though is that we actually had a subtle flashback to it during our original playthrough. Remember that moment I said to keep in the back of your mind when we first arrived at Edward's?
Open up, please.
This not only gives us an early indication that we possess the memories of Veronica long before we even meet her for the first time, but it also shows that this ending is canon to the events leading up to the game. Both endings show that we're in a time paradox, and despite whether we decide to kill or spare the Pathfinder, all paths lead back to exactly where we started. With our first playthrough complete, we unlock access to New Game Plus and the hard mode difficulty, and of course with there being a trophy tied to finishing the game on both, I begin my second playthrough. This time around, having the knowledge of the outcome of certain decisions, I make sure to carefully extract only the essence appointed by the collective. While doing so, I follow a collectible guide in this run to clean up the few we originally missed and quickly unlock a trophy for collecting all of the comic books. With upgrade progression carrying over to New Game Plus, it doesn't take long for us to find enough cores to fully max out our temporal shell, and once we find the final weapon I missed the first time around, use the energy we collected across both playthroughs to fully upgrade our first one. After doing this, I saw that the trophy progress for fully upgrading all weapons in the game was showing a 1 out of 7 progress, which led me to attempt unlocking the trophy by resetting the upgraded energy from my pistol and use it to max upgrade and reset each weapon. Lucky for us, this method worked and we unlocked the Praetorian for max upgrading every weapon. We continue on with the rest of the collectibles, acquiring all of the cats and travel logs, before once again finding ourselves at the end of the game. This time, however, when we're prompted with the choice, we have a secret third option available marked as Begin Anew. Now this is only available on New Game Plus, and the reasoning for this is actually pretty cool. Because we as the player had experienced the entire game already, we have the revelation that the outcome of either killing or sparing the Pathfinder inevitably brings us right back here to this moment in time. So by choosing this new third option, our traveler realizes that this has all happened before.
I can't let you do this.
She must be saved.
Why would you even care? I am your past, damn it. You could just go away
And be free.
What?
It already happened. It's happening all over again. Somehow, it always ends here.
Maybe you should be free from all the scars. And most importantly, free from me.
I won't leave you.
It's fine, Veronica. Maybe she's right. Go. Take her. There's still a chance for both of you.
Will it work?
You never give up. You'll make it work.
The Pathfinder willingly surrenders his Time Ripper, and we use it to open up a new rift. The 2 versions of Veronica walk through it, and we unlock 4 different trophies. You Never Give Up for finishing the game on New Game Plus, Shell Not Compromised for finishing the game on Hard Mode, Free from All the Scars for saving both Veronicas, and the Orthodox for finishing the game with only the essences appointed by the collective. After the credits, we once again watch the results of our decision. We see a Rev capsule door open up, and our traveler on the outside extends their arm, welcoming Veronica and saying it's time. Now, this obviously is a very open-ended conclusion, but I think it's a very safe assumption that both Veronicas have maintained their memories in this timeline and are going to be attempting to save humanity. In the description, I'll be linking some of the lore videos I think did an amazing job doing a much deeper dive into explaining everything about the story. But with our second run finished, we have just 2 trophies left to unlock the platinum. The first of which is to hold the essences of Lydia, Marcel, and Kristoff at the same time. These are 3 of the 5 fallen travelers, and through some very specific save files, we were able to acquire this trophy in about an hour. Finally, we have the Pyromaniac for burning biomass with the Pyre Grenade. Now, this is actually something that you'll most likely end up doing a few times naturally on your original playthrough, but on release, this trophy was bugged, leaving it unobtainable until today. All right, the game just got updated, which means we should be able to finally get this final trophy and pop the platinum for Cronos the New Dawn. So we've got a Pyre Grenade there on some biomass. As soon as we melee this, it should destroy it, giving us a trophy. The Pyromaniac. That was our final one. And of course, that means the Traveler, the platinum trophy for Cronos the New Dawn. Man, this was a fun one. I hope you guys all did enjoy watching. I appreciate you all for tuning in here to today's video. If you did enjoy, I would really appreciate if you hit that like button. It helps out a lot on the channel. And YouTube recently introduced this new thing called hype. So if you guys are watching this video within the first week of it launching, I'd really appreciate if you hyped it up and gave those hype points. Full transparency, I don't know exactly what they do, but I think they push out the video more. With that being said, of course, if you are looking to watch more videos like this, feel free to hit that subscribe button and check out some of the other videos that we've uploaded in the past. Here in 2025, I'm really trying to make a heavy push into being consistent with the content on this page. So any and all support from you guys is very much appreciated. Let me know in the comment section below what you thought of this video and what game you want to see me cover next. But with that being said, thank you everyone for watching, and I'll talk to you all in the next upload.